And I was one of the original Young Life leaders in Thomas County. First, I want to say congrats on 10 years of having Young Life in Thomasville. It's just amazing to see that y'all have gone from having 5 or 10 kids to almost 100 kids in club, so way to go. Some of the best memories are the ones when I just got to know what kids one-on-one and were able to hear their story and then be able to share Jesus' story. Thanks for letting me be a part of your night. Congrats.
Young Life is definitely where you need to be.
Young Life to me is an organization that reaches out to high school students and spreads the gospel and gets kids to learn about Christ and know about Christ.
To me, Young Life is about relationships. Its leaders, the area directors, the committee, it's founded on relationships with Jesus Christ. But beyond that, it's about relationships with kids and bringing them to Jesus and bringing them to a relationship with Jesus Christ.
One day, after a long day of practice, during practice, Chris came up to me. It was like, just holding a conversation. It was just cool from then on out, and he invited me out to it, and man, I fell in love with it from the first.
Got together at random people's houses, including our own, and held club before we had the Young Life Club building, and it was kind of a way for people from different schools to get together and get involved in something fun.
And it just felt so different from any ministry I had ever been a part of.
The games were crazy games. I mean, we had some fun.
I remember the grossest one is where someone would have to get on the ground and hold a banana with their feet, and they'd have to eat like the banana out of their feet. It was gross.
My favorite memory would probably be Mudfest my senior year, and it was just a lot of fun ganging up on all the Young Life leaders that you had known over the years and just getting them back with mushed up dog food and tomatoes and stuff like that.
And the farmer wing, the couch Olympics, how we would carry this couch everywhere, just taking crazy pictures everywhere. But man, there's so many good memories.
I like the most how you can meet people that aren't like you, that they have different backgrounds. At Brookwood, it's so small that there's not a lot of diversity, but here at Young Life, we've got people from everywhere, and I just love
it. One of my favorite memories is coming to my house before school and waking me up.
Good morning!
So Taylor, how you doing this morning?
Good morning!
I'm great.
Doing great? Were you expecting this?
No, all sleeping good,
I was pretty shocked, and he put his son Eli on my bed, and it was just a really funny thing to watch on YouTube, and it was just a great memory. That's why I love those guys.
I'm with my siblings, and just through my experience, through the pictures, through the fun pictures they've seen. It made them interested in it. And Jacob Phillip, the one right up under me, I actually got him to come a few times, and he loved it, then my little sister loved it. And now, even after I graduated, I have 2 siblings still that's in it and love it as well too, man. But it's just been in our family.
My favorite memories were with my good friend Eve Toomey singing the song Lean On Me together during club, and all the fun songs just got you jumping around and happy.
It's the fun that we had at the clubs, and everybody being together and just under one unity. It was real nice, man.
We play a lot of fun games, but what I think a really important part is they have a leader share the message, share the gospel, and just reach out to kids that way. And
those stories we used to have after Young Life, just as short as they were, you guys would relate something to your life, and it would just become something that was like, that's some Bible reading, and made it more powerful. And that made things a lot more important to me, because I came into Young Life non-religious. I just didn't really care about anything.
This is the wall of memory of Young Life, and it was nowhere near these many pictures when I was here, but we're growing. It's a good thing.
Sharp Top's got to be one of the greatest weekend retreats there is.
Camp to me it's not just the best week of your life, it's the best place on earth, really.
I was in 7th grade, and I heard about this Young Life camp called Southwind, and I didn't really know anything about it. I wasn't too excited about it, to be honest. But Chris Nichols, the Young Life leader, got me on that bus, and turned out to be one of the best weekends of my life.
One of my favorite camps would be Windy Gap, because Windy Gap was my first time that I actually rode a horse, ate breakfast outside. It was just an amazing experience for me.
All of Crooked Creek was life-changing to me. The whole week, I mean, the claim jumper, the ropes course, the dune buggies.
Just an incredible experience. I think every high school needs that experience.
It was fun at Crooked Creek because I won a contest and got to throw a pie in her face.
All the things we did were really awesome and fun, but more of the things I think back on is cabin time, whenever we'd have one-on-one time.
Like, it never really hit me until Crooked Creek, just how real he is and how much he loves us and just wants to know us.
The whole experience was just, it changed the way I view God.
I got to go on Beyond Malibu, which to this day has been one of the greatest experiences of my life.
Never can get people to understand how drastic it was just by talking. I was like, you don't understand. I mean, it was cool, but you don't understand.
That was a huge growing experience. It really pushes you emotionally, physically, spiritually, but it was the best time.
Heather on the Beyond Malibu trip just rocked it the whole way.
I don't know what I would have done without her. She was there for me when I really needed somebody, and we both had our own struggles during the trip, and really just being able to lean on each other and lean on God together was so incredible.
I think that's probably the Young Life experience where I can say I feel like I really experienced God. In a strange way, I could say I felt at home.
You can pretty much talk to him about anything, you know, and that right there meant a lot to me. You know, just the fact that I felt comfortable enough discussing whatever it may be, you know, with him. And that made me feel good.
I feel like Young Life leaders, you can relate to them a lot more. I mean, I feel like you get to know them on a personal level. Eric, he's a great guy. I go over and watch movies with him sometimes, and we just hang out.
My favorite story about Chris, when we were at Windy Gap, and we sat there and just had a talk about, you know, my dad not being in my life, and you know, I was thinking that God punished me for something, and he explained to me, you know, it wasn't God punishing me.
My Young Life leader was Shannon Mahoney. I just remember in high school her being just such a good friend. You can just talk to her about anything, whether it was our favorite new thing in the J. Crew catalog or, you know, tough situation going on in school. It was just so comfortable and so awesome to have that kind of a relationship with somebody who you knew would be there for you.
What makes Dave such a good friend is he's always wanting to be involved with you, if it's Young Life or not. I mean, there were so many times that Dave and I hung out outside of school. We even had a time where we went around churches together trying to find a church for me.
My leader right now is Tamara Roy. You can just talk to her about anything, and she's real and so like easy to talk to, and she's just funny. And she can put things on such, like she's on the same level with you, and she's talking to you, and she can make it so easy to understand. She just makes God sound like so great, and you just want to have like a relationship with God, like you know that she has.
Young Life has taught me more than I can even express through a short interview with you. It's changed my life, really.
Young Life is always here for you, you know. They're always here to talk.
Young Life really taught me that it's okay to question things. God has the answer. It's okay to have questions.
Young Life is great. It's great. It's really great. It's encouraging. It gives you some direction. It's made a big impact in my life.
Young Life really helped me start to develop a closer relationship with God. I grew up with church and it was always a part of my life, but faith was never I guess I didn't really feel it and it wasn't real.
But Young Life was a major part in growing me as a Christian and as a person.
I'd never been a part of a youth program that was so much fun, and also it was just a different way of coming together and learning about God.
And that Jesus loves us. So personally, he knows us inside and out.
Young Life really taught me that it's not all about this religion stuff. You know, it's not all about Jesus wants you to do that. He wants you to do this. He just wants you to accept him. In all honesty, I probably wouldn't be here if I hadn't accepted him into my life.
As I got to college, I was able to just keep on growing because I had that foundation through Young Life and everything that I've learned at camps, at club, mentoring through my leaders.
I don't know where I would be today if it wasn't for Chris, if it wasn't for Young Life Thomas County. And it boggles my mind that it's been 10 years since this ministry first started in my hometown. It's been crazy awesome to see it grow, and I just hope it continues until the day I die, because it truly has changed my life, and I wouldn't be who I am today.
I wanna tear off the rooftop, so maybe I can see you in the sky. I wanna catch every raindrop and watch the shadows from my eyes. I just wanna live my life like it was meant to be. Change me. Change me. Take my hand. Change me. Where I stand. Change me. Take my hand. Change me. Where I stand. Change me, change.